believe our microphone's wrong, but that's okay.
Oh, riser.
I believe it's riser.
Oh, shit. Rises.
Hey, just audio. Let's see. It's not scrap.
How are you on the camera right now? What's happening?
This is live camera. This is just a picture.
Oh.
Scrap.
This one? Oh.
Those.
Chili. Risen. Pasty? Script? Is that the word?
Nice. Good work.
That's
See you after
Bye.
the live stream.
Have a good
Bye,
one.
my love. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining. I hope you're safe. I hope you're staying cool. There's some crazy weather out there, so I hope you're staying cool and safe. Hello, Pat from Berkeley. Just got done playing Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Yeah, it is a great accordion song. I played it, right? Yeah, I played it as part of the country unit. Hello, Bob Juno. Thank you for joining. We'll take an hour and a half-ish to an hour and a half to talk about all things music and accordion, try and understand things. I'll answer your questions. I read the chat, which is why my eyes are moving. Yeah, I'll try and answer your questions. Let's do it. I heard Marcus, my cat, meow outside, so that's why I paused. Hello, Leslie. I hope you're well. Jennifer had a question. You have a 24 white key accordion. I imagine it's an F, but I don't know what F on the music staff, if that makes sense. Oh, got it. Hello, Scott, as well. So every accordion will have a different starting note, but you don't know what an F sounds like. One idea is you can play not the bottom F, but play this F. That's what my F sounds like. I'm switching to a clean sound rather than that, just clean. Da. See if it's the same one down there. Yes. Do, da. If you think that the bottom key, let's say, is a G sharp. I know it's not a sharp, but let's say, is this the bottom key? Da. You see that it vibrates in a strange way. It doesn't quite fit the same as same note, different octave. 2 Fs. 2 Fs. If it's a G, it doesn't quite fit. Good. I hope that answers you, Jennifer. Let me know. I could play other notes, but I would try playing on your accordion other notes. Try your A. Etc. Good. Good. Yeah, I hope you're well. I hope you're staying cool. I saw some crazy temperatures. We were in Palm Springs for the accordion retreat in January. And it was warm and beautiful. And right now in Palm Springs, it's just nuts. I hope you're staying safe out there, Candy and other people. There was a question that I wanted to talk about. There was a follow-up. If you remember last week, we had a question about a seventh chord on that song, Man of Constant Sorrow. Hello, my mom from Toronto. A follow-up question. Now that I'm trying to implement the seventh chord on the 1, on the 4, and on the 5, I'm feeling very challenged and overwhelmed. I try and regularly follow my 15 minutes of practice, which involves scales, chords, and arpeggios. So I'm pretty comfortable with playing a triad, but the seventh chord, 4-note chord, is challenging to me. Good question. Can you offer any tips, tricks, or hacks on playing seventh chords? I know how to build a chord, and my fingers are not cooperating like I want them to. Could I leave out the notes of the seventh chord and make it easier chord to play, only 3 fingers? That's the answer. That's usually been my practice in some songs that throw in the 7. I have just moved one of my fingers to the root of the chord to the 7. Any guidance? Yes. So, to the person, Tim. I play a 7th chord. You want to emphasize the 7 chord. We practice triads and arpeggios with 3 fingers, and this is automatic. It sounds like. Omit one of the notes. Omit the root, or omit the 3rd, or omit the 5th. Here, I'll play for the C major, I'll play the 7, 3, 5. I'm playing the C on this side because I'm not playing it on my right hand. So your triads practice becomes this. F7. Sorry, I'm using all 4 here. No, I'm not. I'm using 3. Same kind of practice. G7, B, D, F, D, F, B. And it becomes the same shape over and over again as well. You can also express chords using 2 fingers, especially when playing blues. E and B flat for the C major. To F. Right, so express a chord using 4 notes if you can, 3 notes if you can, 2 notes if you can, and even 1 note makes sense. Make sure it's the 7th note. Not even the 7th note. So your left hand can do a lot. But yeah, that's one idea to the person that asked this question. I'll follow up with you, Tim. You're doing everything right. Your practice should be triads and arpeggios of the 7th chord using 3 notes. Don't worry about 4 notes. Just so, again, the idea is there's a band playing on the street and they're like, hey, Tim, you have an accordion, come join us. We're playing a blues in B flat. It's a popular blues chord. There's my B flat blues. It's my A flat is the 7th, D and F. this is just 2 notes of that chord rocking back and forth. Etc. Good. I hope that answers your question, Tim. I hope that clarifies things a little bit. Good. We're still live. Wonderful. There was good. I'll answer Tim separately. Great question. Hello, Christopher. Ooh, Chris, that's amazing. Accordion by the Fire. Playing backing chords. That's like old-timey movies, right? When people went to see the pictures, the moving pictures, and there was someone playing music live. Yeah, spooky chords. We did ChatGPT. Sorry, I'm looking at how do I hide my side panel? There we go. I'll show you. I opened up ChatGPT. Can you suggest some spooky sounding chords I can play on the piano? On the piano. Good for background. Good for background sounds during spooky stories. Please. I think you could see that. So diminished chords, great idea. Minor ninth. So ChatGPT can be really helpful. Diminished chords, wonderful. I don't know what you did, Chris. I'd love to hear which ones worked for you. I want a chord sequence though. Can you help me come up with a spooky chord sequence? I just want to see. So I want to see what a minor ninth is. A, C, E, G. What am I doing wrong? Oh, A minor 9. Got it. That's not quite haunting. It's a big chord. Reminds me of a major 7 chord. Augmented. Yes. Minor 7 flat 5 for sure, like a B minor 7 flat 5. Let's see a chord sequence. Chord sequences, you can play on the piano progression, combine some of the chords mentioned earlier. Here's how you can play it. Everything's 2 beats. ChatGPT can be really helpful. Let's see. A minor. That's just spooky because they're chords that are... This is like a, this is Halloween, this is Halloween. Very, very similar. We gotta loop this. Hello, William. Good to see you. I'm gonna play... It's too much for me to play hands together on this, so I'm just gonna play the left hand. This jump from A minor to E flat is not gonna happen. So where's A flat? A flat, that's not an A flat, it's an E flat, is 3 more than what? It's there. let's try it. I'm just gonna loop. I'm just gonna play the root note with my right hand, and I'm playing the things otherwise. A scary song always has banana. To keep rhythm. One. I really like it. ChatGPT can be helpful to creative people. It can be really bad, but it can be really helpful too. Hello, William. Christopher, Carnival Lament is a good spooky sounding song. One of the actual background songs I play when not just playing chords. Cool. Sorry, I'm just going to shut this window a bit. It's a bit of a reflection. Super cool. I liked it. Christopher, your nephews must have been thrilled. How do you play under pair skies, a mole or C mole? A minor or C minor? And I don't know the indifference waltz, but Unknown Escobar, under pair skies in A minor? I'm assuming that means A mole? So it's A minor, da 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 da, D minor. In C minor, C minor. I have a lesson. I don't know if I have a lesson on Accordion Love for Sur le ciel de Paris, for Under Paris Skies. In general, Under the Paris Skies, any key that we start, in A minor, the notes for Sous le ciel de Paris, I'm starting with my hand on an A minor, and the melody starts from that E, from the topmost note of the chord. There's my A minor triad, which is why it's so important to practice triads. It's the last form before we come back to the root. In the key of B minor, in the key of A flat minor. Has anyone ever done Sur le ciel de Paris in the key of A flat minor? I hope not. To what is that? To C sharp minor. All this to say, you can pull up the sheet music for Sur le ciel de Paris in A minor and C minor. Yeah, that's just a hint that the notes for the song are parts of the chord. Hello, Dan Fountain. Good to see you. By the way, my kids, I don't know if it was Dan, someone requested Song of Storms a few weeks ago. My kids were whistling it and singing it for the whole week. Because I came in and I obviously played it. And they were whistling. I was whistling it. They were singing it. Beautiful song. Good. I was listening to folk music. Good morning, John. Good to see you. I was listening to folk music and I wanted to play Donna Donna. I was listening to Joan Baez singing Don't Sing Love Songs, You'll Wake My Mother, Silver Dagger. And so let's play... I want to play Donna Donna, but maybe we should play Silver Dagger. Song of Storms. It's so good. It's such a great song. Video game music, it's nostalgic, even if it's brand new. Yeah. We'll do Song of Storms. We'll do Silver Dagger. I need to figure it out. And we need to do Donna Donna. Don't sing love songs, you'll wake my mother. Well, let's figure it out. Amazing, John. Mr. Accordion on YouTube has a great rendition of Cass's theme, for sure. So I have a synthesizer on that shouldn't have been on. I just want to make sure there's no buzzing. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe there was no buzzing before either. I don't have a triple music. This is my double music. Beautiful song. Silver Dagger by Joan Baez. I don't have a triple musette on an Escobar. That was a double musette. Two. Sorry, I'm not doing this. This is two dots. Triple musette has three beautiful detuned reeds, middle reeds. I cannot play the clarinet polka. I think I've heard it. I don't know how to play it though. Nunya, I don't have I don't usually tune in for live streams, but I remember I do actually have a question. There's a song I've been trying to learn, but I'm not sure the accompaniment is actually possible. So those are the chords. There's some huge jumps. Some chords just outright don't seem to have buttons, like A sharp major. Let's copy and paste to see what this is. Let's. Do you know the song? It doesn't want to paste for me. Sorry, how do I clear? There we go. I can't copy paste for whatever, but let's share a screen. If you know the name of the song, it helps. I'm sharing my screen. No, I'm not. There we go. We have D sharp minor 7. Okay, the song's name is D sharp. This is a song. We have D sharp. We have D sharp minor 7. We have F2. I don't know what D sharp minor F means. G sharp major. We have A sharp. Like, I don't know what the little things mean. Sorry, let me know what it means. Oh, it's... Let's see, sorry. It reminded me when you did the theme to Game of Thrones, yes? Is Love Like You from Steven Universe. Let's do that. Love Like You. Let's see it. YouTube's Love Like You. Who is this accordion? What a friend we have in Jesus. Okay. Love Like You, Steven Universe. Let's listen. It must be doable. It might be famous last words to say it must be doable. Ooh, fancy chords.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love.
So, right away, there's some jazzy things happening. We can do it. What I'm hearing, and I'll pull up the chords because it's difficult. The upright bass is doing this beautiful bob. Not that. It feels like it's like a... Right? It's like do da 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 dee dee dee. Let's pull up the chords. Love Like You, Steven Universe. Google. It may not be. Is this this seems incorrect. It seems too simple. Is this the right song?
Could even you, if I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could.
This is a simplified. MuseScore has a better piano and uses decent piano tutorials. Good. Let's see. Love Like You said MuseScore. Ba-do-ba-ba, ba-do-ba-ba. I cannot read this, but let's see the chords that you wrote. We said D sharp. Sorry, I don't need to share my screen anymore. I believe I'm going to listen to it one more time just to see what's happening and then follow along with your chords. Beautiful intro.
If I could.
Good, so that's correct. Ba-do-ba-ba. Songs in E flat major, which is also known as D sharp. Do-da-da, da-da-da. I'm gonna listen.
If I could begin to.
I would do E flat to, where are we? To F minor, to
be. If I could begin to be half of what.
I would go just up. Do-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, to G minor. E flat, F minor, G minor, and then it gets jazzy.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me.
To a G sharp diminished. And the G sharp. Yeah.
Begin to be half of what you think of me. I could do about
Back to the E flat.
anything.
I'll take one more minute on this.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything.
I could do about. Listen again.
I could do about anything. I could eat.
It's a beautiful walk down from that E flat. I could do about anything. Ta-da! Come on. I think that's what they're doing. What I would do, Nunya, I'll stop there just so it's not a full lesson on this. The G sharp diminished. I'm simplifying the chords. There are ways of doing it better and nicer. I have, let me share my screen. Depends how fancy you want to make it. If you're singing, if you're not. Nikolai Bine Jazz. Oh, there. Accordion Love. Nikolai Bine does things on the accordion that I cannot do. But he explains how to do jazz chords, jazz voicings on the accordion. He'll do things on left hand that are so great for this kind of song. I'm still using the Stradella bass system in a traditional way. Bass tone, bass tone. He'll do things like to using the individual notes to build the chord itself. Almost like not almost like a free bass, but very, very close to a free bass. I'll pause there. It's a really beautiful song. Let me get back to... yeah, this is free with your 7-day trial to Accordion Love. Good. Let's come back to here. Thank you for that song suggestion. I've been trying to learn Sicily from Ripley. Also, almost have it. Could you go over it? It's really simple phrasing. It's odd. Yeah, let's do it. Sicily from Ripley. I don't know what that is, though. Sicily from Ripley. Is this it? Oh, Sicily from Ripley. Ripley is a show. And I'm just going to go through the comments a bit. Have you heard of Lofi? She's really popular right now. One of her songs is From the Start and has cool bossa rhythm. Let me write that down. Lofi. From the Start. I'm hearing what my kids listen to, and 7 and 9-year-olds. They listen to 7 and 9-year-old music. Hello, Raphael. G sharp diminished on the right hand. G sharp, B, D, F. And depends what you want to put under it. I hit the G sharp note. You could do G sharp diminished. Oh, you could do it on the counter bass above E. Or you could do the full G sharp with the diminished, right? E flat, F minor, G minor, G sharp diminished. It's not terrible. Corey for jazz accordion. Corey. Oh, Corey passed. Yes, he's awesome too. I was able to get Nikolai right here because he was living in Victoria for a bit. He's in New York now. Good. Awesome, Nunya. Thanks. I've been running out of other hobbies and getting back into accordion, which always leads me back to you for the sheet music. Wonderful. Thank you very, very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Sometimes you just need someone to remind you that D sharp is also E flat. For sure, I think in terms D sharp for me, my brain shuts off. It's just like, nope. I don't like it. E flat, I really like. I know it's the same thing. Yeah. Good morning, Lynn. Good to see you. I hope you're keeping cool. Let's look at Sicily from Ripley. Is that the guy? Joaquin Phoenix? Is that Joaquin Phoenix? No, that's not. That's the guy. That's the guy from Fleabag and from All of Us Strangers, right? Oh, he's a great actor. Let's listen. We'll get a copyright strike from Netflix Music, but it's worth it. Beautiful. What? We're in G minor, I believe. To D7. Back to G minor. C minor. And how I'm just rhyming off these chords. I've been writing my new Understanding Music Playing by Ear course. And given a minor chord, if the song's in G minor, da 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 ba da ba da da da. There are 2 or 3 options. It could go to a C minor, ba-da. It's not this case. It can go to an F major. Not this case. It can build tension, like it did here. Da, ba-dee, ba-da, da-da, ba-da, ba-da, da-da. D7. This tension has, my hand's here, it's building, this tension has to be resolved. Usually always, almost always comes back to that minor one. Let's keep listening and see what it is. The phrasing is a bit odd. Andrew Scott. C minor. Back to G minor. Oh, I see what you mean. Ugh. Sorry, I mean and that is my first time listening to it, so the timing is weird. It's not just pa pa, right? We don't just chill out on this and switch on even bars. They throw in something a little odd. But it's not terrible. The timing isn't terrible. I don't mean to... Whoever wrote this is beautiful and a genius. Let's listen. The timing's a little weird. It's not so confusing. We've been taking our time in the beginning. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's it makes sense. All they do here is they ignore the melody. The timing is just quicker chord changes from that C minor to the G to the D. 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Yeah, that's what it is. Again. 4, C. Again. C minor, G minor, D7, G minor, D7, G minor. Repeat. They're holding it longer here. Wow, you saw how they built that? They trick you. Let's see it again. C minor. Keep C minor. Keep it. Come back to G minor. D. To G minor. So, I'll pause there. It's a beautiful song, Kim, Sicily. I think you emailed me about it. Yes, Sicily variation from Ripley. I haven't replied to you. Sorry. Was it Friday? It was Friday. Friday was cuckoo. Beautiful song. Where am I? Beautiful song. Keep listening to it. I'm assuming you're watching the show. I hope you're watching the show. Keep listening to the intro. That's going to be the main thing that's going to tell you how long to keep things. To keep chords, right? Whatever it is, it's just not straightforward 4/4, and that we're not holding each chord sequence for 4. There's some odd timing, some odd phrasing. It's exactly like you wrote. Keep listening to it. If I was to try and play this, it would take me a week to listen to it, to really listen to it over and over again. So much so that I could sing along to it and do this when the chord changes happen. 3 chords in this whole song. You know the chords. It's G minor, C minor, and D. I don't think it does anything crazy. It's the phrasing. If you were conducting this theme song, I'd like for you to say da 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 ba da ba da ba 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 da. Imagine each chord is a different part of your room. When the root happens, you're here, and when you go to the minor 4, you go here, and when you go to the 5th, you go there. So I'd love to see you conducting. It works for any song. Most songs are straightforward, right? Ta da 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 da. Ta da 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 da. Ta da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. It's kind of it's this, right? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Sicily from Ripley it's not like this. We hold on to this. Da da ba da 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 da. Ba 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 da 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 da. And then it comes back like that, and it requires you as the conductor to really know the song, to be able to guide the symphony that you're conducting, which is really your accordion. Good. I hope that made a bit of sense. Good. Thank you, John. I love the rockabilly info you share, but I'm having trouble making the bass consistent. I'm hoping it'll come with more practice. Connie, me too. When one person has a question, other people have questions, which is great. What do you mean, Connie? The bass consistent. So rockabilly. Let's do a rockabilly backing track. Let's see what it sounds like. So guitar's on fire. We know that rockabilly is fast. What we've played. I guess they're slow as well. But let's say it's in the key of E major. So a metronome. Do I still have the banana shaker? One idea is this is a rockabilly banana. I'm gonna play along. 1, 2, 3, 4. So slow. E major to A major to E major to B to A to E. So, my suggestion, play in the key of E major or whatever the key the song is in. We're not going to do 166 or 200. Sorry, I'm pointing at my screen. I did rockabilly backing track. We're not going to play at 166 or 200 beats per minute or it's not crazy, but it's too fast. We'll record E, right? I want you to pay attention to where you lose control. E major, alternate bass. Do you know, is your fingering correct? Can you do it while looking around the room? Can you do it while speaking? That hand independence, right? Can you do the switch to A without struggling? Back and forth. I would do that back and forth. That's awesome, Kim. To B, to A, is that where you lose control, right? From B7 to A7. B7 to A7. Not that fast. Amazing, John. Thank you. To E. To the beginning. Just the left hand. Ignore your right hand. Play along to your metronome. once you're able to do that, good point, Bob, you could start humming, drilling, etc. Drilling, tapping exercises, etc. Let's see what it's like, 166. And here they give what the D, A, sorry, E, D, A, E. Right? That's not too much faster than what we were doing. A, D, A. I like that D right away. D. Oh, I wish I knew the bellow shake. I just do this. I've never practiced the bellow shake. 200 beats a minute. Oh, cool. It's not terrible. Etc. Really cool exercise, right? People can actually solo that quickly. Not this guy. But that's how I would practice. I would start slowly. And even though it's going fast, we just have to hold down the chord and hit the chord changes. They don't do that change. You can increase it. Right, you don't have to be ultra proficient to be able to benefit from backing tracks. I have a lesson on Accordion Love about backing tracks. Using backing tracks to practice tango, how to play the blues, etc. Backing tracks are great, even for Silent Night, for practice. Wonderful things. Backing tracks. It's been 54 minutes, man, oh man. You played a tune from the soundtrack for Brother Where Art Thou, and that soundtrack is a song called I'll Fly Away. Would you give it a try? Yes, I have played I'll Fly Away with my old band, with the Boxcar Boys. Did we record it? 1 second. I'm asking you, like, do you know if we recorded I'll Fly Away? I'll Fly Away, Boxcar Boys. I'll fly away, Boxcar Boys. Yes, I'll fly away. There's me with short hair. I hope I don't get a copyright strike against my own it's not my song, but let's see. 2011. Oh, the Cameron House. And where was this? Let's see. The Jazz Festival, the Beaches Jazz Festival. I remember this lady. She was great. There's my accordion in the background. Oh, there. Sousaphone, Rob Tian. Introduction. I will play this. This is like so nostalgic. It's really, really cool. Adrian Gross on Mando. Oh, sorry, I'm not even sharing my screen. I'm doing the exact same thing that I was right now. Left hand's doing alternate bass technique. Got a thumbs up. They're all very talented musicians that have gone on to continue doing music. 13 years ago, I was 10 years old in this video. No. So yes, this is my old Waldmeister. The exact same things that I'm explaining now is what I was doing 13 years ago. Nothing has changed. We're in the key of D major. Exact same practice as rockabilly music. This hand, right? The song is also 1, 4, 5. Those three chords. Good. The exact same things are happening. We've all gotten a little bit older. Your question was, would you give it a try? Yes. Let me play I'll Fly Away. I've played it before. Fly Away. I'll fly away. Beautiful song. I like that bluegrassy-ish version. Question there. I Will Play, I Will Survive. That's a nice song too. Oh, what is La Fée from the start? We didn't do it. I Will Survive. There was a question. Do I play better or worse for after a couple of drinks? I have plans. I love that you have plans. I am terrible after a couple of drinks. Probably like after one beer, I'm okay. Two drinks, and my playing gets so sloppy. I love picking up instruments after a few drinks. It's never... I really like being in control when playing music. I laugh a lot after a couple of drinks. And I love dancing and playing music, but it's never as smooth and as clean as now. So better or worse? I don't know. Depends what you mean by better or worse. It's a lot of fun. I don't drink much, so it's hard to... So I don't have very many examples. Are you 3-2 or 4-3? I'm using 4-3. For alternate bass, that's the only time when I do this. 4-3. People play with 3-2. People can play with one finger. I recently had a student who lost the fingertips of one or two fingers on his left hand, and he's recovering. But some musicians have a disability, and it does not... You can get around it. Even one finger. If all I had was my pinky. I'm not going to try it now. My pinky's not great. But we could play with one finger on our left hand. I don't care. It might be just... There. I'm 100% sure that a musician with one finger can play as well as I can majority of the songs that I can. Even big jumps on one finger. All this to say, you could use 3-2 fingering as long as it doesn't slow you down. If you see that 3-2 is making you stumble, try 4-3. I have a video on it too. If we do have a retreat, boy's gonna get me baptized. Love it. Got a beautiful Hohner Verdi 3 yesterday. Wonderful. Congratulations, Raymond. I'm happy my videos are helping. Watch me play hockey after 2 beers. I don't drink beer, so I don't have a beer of choice. We had friends come over last weekend, and we bought beers, and I just found a beer in the fridge that the person left, and it was okay. I am not a fancy beer drinker, so he bought an IPA, and I didn't enjoy it as much as like the traditional blonde beer that's just like old school normal beer. I don't know what they're called. I don't drink beer. I have plans. I'll drink with you. I like... I don't drink, being stoner confirmed. I love it. There's like an Ask Me Anything. Anyways, good. If we get together in a retreat, I will drink with you and we'll have a great time. People become more smooth and confident around one drink, but more than that, the drink wears out, making it worse again. Yeah, for sure. There is that fine line. We've been into Negroni cocktails. And one cocktail is that beautiful limit where it's just... we're having a house party and karaoke is happening, and like everything is beautiful and groovy. And if there are lots of people, and especially if there's music, I'll come around and be like, can I get you a cocktail? And the person's like, are you drinking? And I'm like, yeah, I'll drink with you. And that's when it starts to get like, okay, now it's getting a bit more, like you said, that curve starts to fall. I love coffee very much. I could have 2 coffees before I get shaky. He says as he drinks a coffee. Anyways, beautiful songs with the Boxcar Boys. I highly suggest you check them out. The band still exists in some iterations. John Williams, the band leader, is a part of Vinta. Is a part of several bands. Vinta band. They just won Juno. Vinta. There's John and his wife Emmeline. That's Emmeline. Maybe there are lots of bands, but yeah, Vinta, the band. Laura, the violin player, is a part of a band called Volar, which does some awesome, beautiful death metal. I don't know if they call themselves, drawing from folk melodies, heathen spirituality, and trance-inducing doom. Again, Juno nominated. Carl Silvera, the trombone player. Oh, that's not him. Anyways, the band's been updated. You're drinking an IPA now. Amazing. After church. I hope God still loves me. God loves you. Yeah, Carl is a very accomplished jazz player. Rob Tian composes for film and TV. I don't know if they have YouTube presences. He used to be a very proper tuba player, then went to sousaphone player, now he composes for film and TV. Like, super cool. All of them are very, very talented. And Adrian Gross, mandolin. There's Adrian Gross. Very cool. Anyways, very, very accomplished musicians. And I think Boxcar Boys is still around in some form of iteration. I've wanted to, I guess it's been an hour, we can talk about personal things. I've wanted to, there's that fine line of like life and YouTube. And who was it? There was a guy, he's a food guy and a science guy. A food guy and a science guy. He used to have a show, not Mythbusters. Another guy, he has glasses. And he was like very proper and composed. And he did a live stream with his wife in their kitchen. Alton Brown, exactly. And they did a live stream where they had cocktails. And it was one of those things where they had one too many cocktails. Alton Brown live stream cocktails. Let's see. Not this. It was a live stream. He had too many cocktails on his live stream. And he was just... And it just turned into just this mayhem. Alton Brown cocktails live stream. It may have been taken down. But it was just so raw and unfiltered and lovely. And I don't encourage people who are prone to drinking problems to indulge in alcohol. But this was just like so good. And so sometimes when we're having a party, or Kate and I have had a cocktail and we're just like, I'm on the piano and she's singing, I'd love to do a live stream where it's just like a lot more loose and there are mistakes. And I don't know if that crossover will ever happen. I don't know if I'm that comfortable. I could tell you that for some people, that's how creativity happens. When we were recording a studio album, we had studio time, we were recording, and we had a song called Rye Whiskey, and we had da da da. Da 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 da. We had a song where it was like really ruckus. And the band thought it'd be great to pass around a couple drinks. And it just turned, I don't play music well after a couple of drinks. And we were young. This was, what was it, 13 years ago. Anyways, I shouldn't have drank there. It didn't turn out great. But I had a certain energy. Good. It's interesting how it affects the social dynamic. Definitely my audience appreciates my accordion after they've had a couple drinks, for sure. It's definitely like a social lubricant. Definitely makes things a bit easier. I'd like to play Shostakovich's Second Waltz. Denise, that was Shostakovich's Second Waltz. And thank you for joining us, Bob. I know it's the evening in Germany. Yes, thank you for the response. I have plans. Now I'm just thinking about drinking, and it feels like... Who was it? There was I remember an interview with an actor, and they were saying, hey, when you're on set... are you drinking alcohol, or are you, whatever they're doing, you know, smoking cigarettes or doing drugs? And they're like, you show up on set and that's your job. And so, of course, there's no drinking, there's no smoking. It depends on the movie. But in general, they're like, you show up, there's a whole crew of people, there's lighting and sound. And so you're there to do your scene. The director expects you to be professional. And then you get on to the next scene. And so, of course, they're not getting drunk. They're acting. And it feels the same with music. Here, I feel like I'm a teacher. There's entertainment. There's performance. But I'm trying to be the best version of me that I can in terms of teaching and performing and being of sound mind and having the setup ready and reading the comments. And for me, that's being 100% sober. One beer... It's 8 a.m. here when I start. It's doable, but the rest of my day is going to be garbage. There's probably a way for me to perform at like a 3 p.m. on a Sunday, 3 p.m. my time, where there's nothing to do the rest of the day, and someone else is in charge of the audio and camera, and I'm not teaching, and I could have like a drink or two, but again, it's different. I feel like music, my job on YouTube, my job with Accordion Love is to be a teacher. It's to explain musical concepts. It's to be able to, what was it? Where's Accordion Love's vision and mission? To connect people to their love of music. This is a new thing. Right? And so for that, I need to, if you show up to school and your teacher's had a few drinks, I don't know. Depends on the teacher, but for me, that's not a good version of Ronan. A good version being a Ronan that's able to explain music and relate with music. Ronan, where we're hanging out and there's a musical retreat and you know, we've had a few glasses of wine, that's okay. And that's okay. And we did that at the retreat, right? We had some bottles of wine and it was totally fine. We were eating and the partners were there and friends, and that was good. Anyways, that's my thought. That's what I was thinking about during Shostakovich's second waltz. I'd love to play Otto e mezzo, 8.5. You're totally right. If people depend on you, it's a bad idea. Luckily, my accordion learning is only for me so far, but when the job changes, you have to as well. Appreciate your insight. Anyways, yeah. And everyone's different. Everyone's different. That's, yeah. Everyone is different. Some people can have coffee. Let's do, I haven't played this in a really long time on the accordion. Lots of key changes. Let's do it. That was a beautiful song. That was Nino Rota's 8.5, the theme song from 8.5. the Federico Fellini film. Beautiful. Someone was asking, sorry, I missed From the Start by Laufey. Let's do it. Let's do it. I have so many thoughts about beer and people. Yeah. Let's what was the song? It was called, let's share screen. We said it was called Laufey From the Start. This is going to be like 10 million people. Obviously, 28 million people have seen this. It's going to be 28 million and one. Cool.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else?
Ba.
Around me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning.
Ba 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 da 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 ba da ba da do da 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 da. Beautiful. I mean, it's jazzy. It's bossa. There it is. What's that chord? E flat minor. Yeah. And again, no judgment about alcohol. We're going to be drinking later, and it's going to be lovely, and it's hot out. Enjoy yourself. I was just thinking about to show all of yourself, especially to those around you. Those around you should love you and accept you and or help you with all that you are. I was thinking of... we're getting into it now. Anyways, I didn't mean... I meant no judgment. I was thinking of my kids, and my kids have seen me in all... Kate has seen me in all of me. And my kids have seen me also, like, they've seen me dancing at parties and singing karaoke, and it's all been love. Yeah. And anyways, yeah, good. 100% Martin, we'll drink together when I come to the UK. Let's keep listening.
Of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain. Listening to you heart pump out some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up.
So that last time, ba, 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 ba. Beautiful. This is a really nice song called Laufey From the Start. I'm sure Laufey? Laufey. A song. I forget what that one was called. Laufey From the Start. This will be the last thing we do, but it's a beautiful, in jazz, there's a beautiful thing called the 2-5-1 turnaround. 2-5-1 turnaround. We're, not all of it has to be underlined. We're in E flat minor. E flat minor, A flat, D flat. Good, that's the song. Oh, there we go. There we go. The song's in the key of D flat. The minor too. Let's transpose it so it's easier. And totally like La La Land, Lynn. Let's bring it down. Instead of E flat, we'll play D. This becomes a D minor, G. Oh, caps lock is on. D minor, G, C. We know those things, right? There's my minor 2. There's my 5. There's my 1. D minor, G. Ba ba da ba 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 da. It's totally City of Stars. City of Stars, are you shining just for me? You can also resolve this to the A minor. City of stars, there's so much that I can see. Who knows? I felt it from the first embrace I felt with you. And then there's a little bit of a turnaround here that they do. This happens 3 times, let's say, and on the 4th time we do. I'm just throwing that number out there. F major to B flat minor. And the equivalent, my brain needs to think here. We said E to A minor. Beautiful. Let's quadruple check that that's correct. I'll fly away, Boxcar boys. Beautiful.
Some new soulmate. She's so perfect. Blah blah blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love. At least just let me say that when I talk to.
Beautiful, really beautiful. Da do do da 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 blah 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 ba 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 da da da. Right? Minor or major?
One new soulmate. She's so perfect. Blah blah blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love. At least just let me say that when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess?
Am I playing it wrong?
You feel, and
That F major?
I sound like a loon, but don't you feel?
No, it's correct. I don't think it's an F minor.
And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it too?
It could be an F minor here. F question mark? F minor question mark? Beautiful song. In general, it's the 2-5-1 turnaround on Accordion Love. I believe we have a 2-5-1 turnaround. I don't know what we call it. The 2-5-1 turnaround. Oh, look at that. Old school. Have a look. Jazzy. Beautiful. Good. I know we said it would be the last thing, but I saw a comment come around. I just heard Jennifer Powell of Tia Blake yesterday. I had no idea who she was, and beautiful. So I've been listening to her. That was my little folk kick. The Wonks by Gene Wilder. A great song. Wonka. Wasn't the AP talking? Tia Blake. Jane. Let's listen. I just heard this yesterday, I believe. Maybe not this song. Let's listen. Might be out of tune.
Hey, hey, my lord and lord, I'm gonna buy 3 little bluebirds.
I did listen to this yesterday.
One for the whistle, one for to sing, one for to do most any little thing. Children go where I send.
I can't play it because the recording is slightly, either the guitar's tuned slightly different than my accordion. That's my C major. In general, I don't know the song well enough. There are two chords. I think it's A minor to C. Sorry. Sorry. There. Jane chords. I'm assuming it's A minor to C. A minor to C major to A minor. And then there's beautiful chord changes here with stars next to them. I don't know the song well enough to perform it. The other song you're asking about, I'm assuming, is Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka. That I can play. I really liked the new Wonka with Timothy Chalamet. Let's do, I'll do one last loop. Can we use the old banana? Yeah, let's clear the other ones. I wish I had a little triangle. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that's magical, right? Yeah, beautiful song. The lesson is on Accordion Love, Pure Imagination. Majority of the songs that we played today, and the lessons are on Accordion Love. I know lots of you are students already and members. Thank you. Thank you for your requests. Thank you for your questions. Let me know if you ever have any questions. I'm always here and happy to help. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. Whatever you do, do it with love. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I hope to see you next Sunday. We're not here. Next Sunday, we're not here. We're going to be in Vancouver. Let me know if you're in Vancouver. I'd love to meet up with you, bring an accordion, and we can play music together. Or meet for a beer or a coffee, as long as it's not 8 a.m. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'll share my email right at the end if you have any questions. Thank you. Be safe, be good, stay cool, stay dry.